Yuna's a captain.
Shitty,
dude.
terrible.
It was all Rex. The whole
Terrible.
thing was Rex. Rex lost the game against my team on purpose.
Can we just fucking start 2 minutes early? Or what's
Basically,
going
Yuna didn't be a captain,
I don't know
so
what
I was
Remorse is
the
doing.
sub-captain and scheduled everything up to the point where I was afraid that I might do too much and take over his authority. And then, yeah, I haven't even seen our
lost the game against
drafter in
my
like
team.
months.
Dude,
Just
Become
fucking
Saiyan
start
went to
2 minutes
Thailand
early.
and died.
Or what's
Basically,
We're
going on?
friends.
Yuna
He lost the
didn't
game
be a
against my
captain,
team on
so I
purpose and
was
tried to make it
the
look like it wasn't
sub-captain
as a
and
joke.
scheduled everything. I
That's
thought you
why
were
I
like
went-
completely stoned out of his mind when he went to that draft.
No,
Well,
he
he
wasn't
went
stoned. He
3-2-2
just wanted to
on
play
you?
fun heroes.
Remorse,
He sounded
this
so
guy.
mellow though. He's like, dudes, let's do some fun drafts. And it was just like
Yeah.
complete
I grab
180 from
another
how he
drink
normally
before we
is.
start.
Oh, Remorse is unmuted. Yes.
Now back muted. Now he's back to being
You.
muted.
But he can hear us.
He's not. He can hear us, but he can't speak.
Okay, I'm grabbing a drink. I'll be back.
Good man.
Hey, Remorse, we are ready to go.
Except for that person that just left.
I'm talking to him right now. No worries.
So he can hear evil, but he can't speak in evil.
Yes, exactly.
I grab another
Hmm,
drink
That's
before we start.
like
Oh,
in the first week,
Remorse
Yuna
is
seemed like really
unmuted.
nice,
Yeah.
but then I'd never talk to her
Remorse,
again.
I've never heard you talk. Can you
He's
can
not.
I
he
hear
can
your
us,
wonderful
but he can't
voice?
speak.
Okay,
Hello.
I'm grabbing a drink. I'll be back.
Hello.
Oh, that's pretty sexy.
I can.
Hey, Remorse, we are ready
I'm
to
gonna
go.
move you guys into channels and we'll get started.
All right.
Cool.
I'm...
You don't
Well, the
sound
one
too
person
happy.
was missing,
So
so
he
you
can
might.
hear evil,
Well,
but
I
he
suppose it
can't
doesn't really matter, but
Yes,
No,
it really doesn't.
That's like
JW
in the first
Gacy
week,
wanted to go
Yuna
grab a
seemed like
drink.
really nice, but then I'd never talk to her
Remorse.
You
again.
saw Halicia's post, right?
You know, Hamboy is not here, right? He's done.
Yeah,
Done.
he quit.
he quit. He backed up. Yep.
Oh God, see you guys.
Good luck, everyone.
We're all gonna die.
Oh God, no.
Goodbye, my friends.
Later.
Later.
Hey, Sci this is Brett. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome,
How are
man.
you?
Let's talk about your first pick. Let's just get in before Remorse jumps in here. So, Tango Wango, why did you pick him?
Former captain, really strong mid player.
Okay.
Other than the fact that he can be a little overbearing and a dick, taking money from his supports, oppressing them and whatnot. He's pretty good.
So you're not
Played-
about oppression, is what you're saying.
I'm not a fan of him stealing farm from the supports.
So,
The
as a
desperate
captain, are you
poor.
going to make sure that you make him not do that this season?
No, we'll have to wait to see. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to hear this.
Now, have you played with him before?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Were you on his team last year?
Yes.
Or last season? Okay. Okay, so mostly camaraderie, and you have some type of strategy that you're going in for drafting today?
Yeah. Basically, I'm going to draft my old team, and then some people I've met in the in-houses so far.
How far?
No, Tango, I don't think you're a strong mid player. You know what? Don't message me in my interview.
All right, I'm going to jump in the next room. Good luck, man. I'll come back around whenever Remorse is all done, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, later. No problem. JW Gacy, how are you?
Doing good. How you doing, man?
Good. Sounds like you just put down a drink.
I did just put down a drink.
It's Friday, right? Why not?
I had to make a new. I had made a new one right before this started. Like I left and I came back and I was in my own lobby. So you know,
Yeah, so what are you drinking? That's the real question.
vodka tonic.
Okay.
It's not as good as gin and tonic.
You're going straight out, though. Like, no beer, just we're going straight there.
Well, you know, some days you drink beer, some days you go for the clears.
So let's talk a little bit about Shea Doctor.
Shea Doctor? Shea Doctor?
Shea Doctor.
I imagine that's how he says it.
Did you play with him last season? It seems that a common theme is to redraft people they've previously played with.
We were in the same division last year,
Okay.
so my team played his team.
Okay.
He
But-
was a captain last year in PST Sunday.
Okay.
So, you know, sort of when we played them, he was definitely a well-skilled player. And I actually, one of the in-houses we played in, he was on my team, and all his criticisms was constructive.
Okay. So he was maybe an ass, but it was good.
No, I'm an ass. Like whenever I try and say anything, I always come off like an ass. He said things in a very constructive sort of, this is what I would have done. It's not a big deal that you did this sort of way. So I wanted that on my team. I've drafted a little bit, but not enough. So to have a guy who's drafted before and isn't going to ragey about it, I thought that would be primo to get on your team.
Sure. So it looks like his 3 strongest players are Wind Ranger, Mirana, Clockwork. Kind of versatile. I would assume maybe he plays Wind Ranger as a support, but Clockwork seems to be the strongest win rate. Do you know where you're going to kind of put him regarding your team?
Well, I was definitely picking him as an offlaner. I don't know, Clockwork are 2 of my favorite heroes. You can't have those heroes on a team and have it be bad.
Sure.
Like, their ults are just so strong. I don't know. I love those 2 heroes. I play them a lot myself. So it was definitely something that I could see meshing well.
Cool. Any ideas for team names?
Well, so I wanted my the team Sigma, or the initials to be PCP. Because I thought it'd be funny to be PCP. And so, I was like, oh, what Dota heroes have a P name? I'm like, well, Pudge.
Okay.
So I'm like, Pudge can't. And I'm like, well, what would be the 3rd word? It should be a verb, right? And I'm like, I struggled for a long time trying to think of one. And then I was like, oh, well, me and some friends I played Dota with, whenever we were with people who couldn't speak English, we'd always be like, potato, potato, potato. So Pudge can't potato.
Okay, Remorse, I'm leaving because I know that you want the picks. You can hurry this along later. E4H6, how are you?
I'm alright.
Alright, I'm jumping way down the list because I don't want to have Remorse kick me out of rooms. So, let's talk about
It's because I'm special, so
that is
maybe
true.
be honest with me.
Yeah?
And I'll be honest with you.
Sure. So, let's see, you're pick 8, so you're Rourke, right? Rourke?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 109, why did you pick him?
Because he's the first person on the list.
Just, that's it, huh?
You can't argue with that.
That's
I
true.
mean,
They just alphabetically, that's where he was.
yeah.
Okay. Any, did you even look at his Dota buff, or did you not even care?
I've got my reasons.
Okay, maybe you'll share with us later today after the draft has happened, because I do know captains do listen to these casts. So
I do like to have my actions show rather than tell.
Okay.
So I'll have it show by me being in the finals this season.
Man, listen to that. All right. Okay, good luck. I'll
Thanks,
come back
buddy.
around to you a little bit. Sweet Kissing, how are you?
Good, how about yourself?
Doing good, man. Have you been drinking yet?
I have not been.
Okay, well, I am, so if I don't make any sense, that's why.
Alright.
So let's talk about your first pick.
Sure. So my first pick, like the first round pick, or the one that I just picked?
So you have NSD, and who did you just recently pick?
Pick Doppel.
Let's talk about the 3 people you have now, because they're clearly, yourself and the 2 others strongest people around the team, right?
Absolutely. Alright, so I picked NSD. He was one of my top picks because he seemed pretty confident as a carry, and I think as long as I secure one good carry, a good mid, and a good support, I think I'm pretty good there.
Okay.
I play solo mid, so all I needed was a good support, and I think Doppel can fill that role for me.
Okay. Now, did you play last season?
Yes, I did.
And you were a captain last season, or just a player?
Just a player.
Okay, how far did you get your team last season?
First round playoffs.
And are you drafting anyone that you either played against or played with last season?
I might be. Funny thing is, actually, 4 members from our team from last season are captaining, so...
Oh, wow. So you guys all kind of broke up. You're like, we're going to kill each other.
Something like that.
Do you guys have a side bet going on?
Oh, I'm sure something like that will come up.
It's good. That's what I like to hear. Okay, well, I don't want to reveal a strategy yet. I'll come back around. I'm just kind of getting early stuff, and if you want to hang out later, we can talk about your whole team breakdown at the end of the call once everybody's drafted.
Sure thing, sounds good.
All right, thanks, man. Bye.
See ya.
Toli, how are you?
Not bad, and yourself?
Good, man. Good. I bet it's super boring in here before anybody gets in here.
Yeah, kind of just going through people.
All right, so let's talk about Silphco and... God, this thing's hard to read. I'm going to pull this up in a different way. Tell me about your 2 pickups that you've grabbed already.
Well, St. Heel, I met this guy a little while ago. He seemed pretty cool. He seemed like he was a pretty good player in the couple of in-houses I played with him. I actually played a couple of like public matches with him as well. He added me, and we had a lot of fun. Silphco, one second.
Sure.
Silphco was a support I found on the list that I really liked what he talked about on the Reddit post in the PST-Friday subreddit, and just I like this style.
Mm-hmm. So Silph looks like a support player. Crystal Maiden, 110 plays.
Yes.
Now, did you play with Silph and Steel in the in-houses?
I do not remember Silph, to be honest.
Okay.
But I have played with Steel a lot. Yes.
Okay. And so Steel looks Clockwork Bounty Hunter, Slark, kind of a carry. Was he good enough in the in-houses to carry kind of the rest of the team?
If I remember correctly, he did decent. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he clearly did something to stand out in your mind, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to jump because Remorse is gonna cut me off. Good luck in your draft.
All right. Thank you. You too.
No problem. AEI owned you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm getting flamed by a couple people real quick.
Yeah, you should be. I mean, you clearly suck. AEIOU, right? You're getting flamed because you picked up their picks?
Oh, of course, absolutely.
All right, let's talk about 5 Zag and Zoompa.
So, okay, I went with Zag on the first pick here because I played with him last year. He's definitely an overall, all-around great player.
Mm-hmm. He was on your team last year.
Yep.
Okay.
So he played support for us last year. I'll probably have him play a little bit of support this year, maybe mixing some carry there. What I'm really trying to do here, as far as my team is I want to get a lot of people that are willing to play different roles, and I want to focus more on heroes. Focus on what these guys are just going to dominate their lanes with, and kind of win it that way. I picked up Zoompa as well because I've played with him a lot. He was also on my team last year. And he definitely is an awesome support and listens very well. So you can kind of mold him to do what you need him to do.
Okay.
And then 5, I played. He's the first one not on the team from last year, but I played quite a few in-houses with him, and he just seemed to be very well map aware, and that's huge for me, man. That's all I care about.
Sure.
I want everybody to know what's going on in the map. You know what's going on there. So we'll see how it goes from here. I've still got a couple other people I'm a little worried that are about to get picked up here shortly, and there goes one of them right there off the walls for off the pick for Mothballs. Just picked up my Officer Panda Bear. Got to go ahead and cross him off the list.
So Zoompa's support, it looks like he provided like 56 plays, 5 kind of a solo mid, Kunkka, Pudge, Invoker.
Exactly, you got it.
Yep, you're going to keep him in those same positions, I'm assuming?
Yep, Zoompa is definitely going to be our support, and 5 I'm definitely planning on putting at our mid.
Cool. Now, did 5 beat you in the solo mid 1v1?
Oh, come on, no chance. Let's be serious.
Because I was going to say, why don't you just bench him and you're going to take mid?
No, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to play against him in the solo mid 1v1, so...
Maybe you should do that a couple of times to see who's the better Pudge, who's the better Kunkka, and Invoker, as I know that you play.
Hey, we can do it. We can definitely do it. I'm all for it. I'm this year. I'm not setting a role for myself. Actually, I'm gonna play whatever's left over. So I definitely I'm getting a lot more comfortable with my supporting. Learning that I don't have to get kills and gold to win the game. So
now, are you gonna do? I've heard of the common strategy among a lot of captains this season seems to be they're gonna bench themselves and let their players play, and they're gonna be more of a coach. Are you going to do that, or are you going to play and then have 4 people play with you?
No, I'm definitely going to be playing. I mean, I just the big thing for me right now too is wanting to be able to keep an entire team throughout the entire year this time. So I want to make sure that I'm there. I'll sit out if I need to. If people are going to play and they want to participate, I'll definitely. I don't mind sitting out a game or two. You know.
Cool. Awesome. Well, good luck in your draft, and if you want to stay around at the end, I'll have a huge thing that we can talk about your whole team and kind of what your strategy is.
Perfect.
All right, cool, man. Good luck.
Thanks.
Rainbow Party, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up?
Good. Okay, Rainbow, that's you, clearly.
Yeah.
Freeman, Kingfish, Leanin' Y'all, and Shrieking Knight. Let's talk about that.
Alright, so my first pick was my mid, because I know that's one of my most important roles that I wanted to get someone who's... That would have been Lean In.
Okay.
I picked Lean In over the other mids because just experience-wise, like a very, very experienced player. Also, I wanted a mid that focused mainly on capitalizing like time spent in the lane, getting as much out of their lane as I can in farm and whatnot. That so basically a very, very mechanical player is what I wanted. I didn't want someone who was I didn't want a horribly aggressive. I wanted more of a safe player. And that's kind of fitting into the playstyle that I want to try to get the entire team to play this season. So that's kind of what I was going for that. Okay. And then I had my off-lane player, which I picked second because I wanted an off-laner that was...
And your off-lane is, what's his name?
I think it was Shrieking Knight. Yeah, Shrieking Knight was my off-laner. I picked him because I wanted an off-laner, contradictory to what I said earlier, I wanted an off-laner that was aggressive because that means that I know that once the supports leave to go gank mid, I know that my offlaner is going to be basically going for the throat of the carry, just making sure that their carry is going to be having some serious trouble for the time that the supports are gone to try to minimize, at least that we're trying to basically gaining advantage in the early game.
Okay. And then Freeman and Kingfish.
Alright, so Freeman and Kingfish kind of are the same role. They both were diverse players. Freeman was a support player that kind of knows, or no, I think Freeman was the carry that kind of knows how to play support.
Rubik, Nature's Prophet. Yeah,
because
Nature, kind of a mix.
Yeah, I wanted a support player that knows how to play carry because the carry player is just the player that I need to know that knows how to last hit. The support player is the one that I need to know that knows how to abuse all, like make use of all gold that he has, and that's kind of why I wanted one that knows how to play both roles, because I myself am going to probably play one of those two roles, so just wanted someone...
I've been asking a lot of captains this. Are you going to play yourself and then play 4 others, or are you going to bench yourself and let 5 play and act more of as a coach?
I am not quite sure yet. It all really depends on time and whatnot and just how everyone plays together. In order for me to bench myself, I need to make sure that I find another in-game captain that can at least that I can like feel comfortable with how they want to move and around the map and that type of stuff first. So I need to know the players before I can really go into that type of thing.
Sure. Are you guys planning on practicing a bunch or just a little bit?
As a team, I'm not going to put too much stress on practicing like as a 5-man group too much. Just if everyone plays like with each other maybe once or twice and just play with one person over the entire team getting together, that's really all that's good enough for me, just so people kind of get to know each other, and that's all that's what's more important, just so that we all are comfortable playing with each other basically.
Cool. Awesome. Well, Freeman says I go ham is what his playstyle is, so
yeah, it made me chuckle a little bit.
All out, just go the whole way. Sounds like a
may as well.
Is what it sounds like to me.
And that is just like Demon. You either go big or you just flop.
That's right. We're gonna kill them or we're gonna lose epic.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of this, I'm gonna basically jump through. If you're still on, we can have kind of a longer conversation about all your pickups, where you think you're gonna play them, who you're gonna bench, how you're gonna cycle people, etc. I'm just kind of jumping around right now.
All right. Fair enough.
All right. Thanks, Rainbow.
Yeah. See ya.
Bass, what's up, bro?
Yo.
Are you drinking or are you sober right now?
I'm in between.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Just starting the night off.
Indeed.
All right, let's talk about your 4 pickups, half pastime, MNO, Sterling Archer, and Thredocker.
Sterling I can talk the most about because I talked to him a bunch in the previous season as the sub-captain for my team because Yuna didn't really do that good of a job as a captain, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted my first pick to be someone who actually had experience and could help act as a proper sub-captain and teach the rest of the players. What I want is to have like two people who can each teach the other, like split into two groups of three and have each group practice against each other in order to gain experience that way.
Mm-hmm. So which is your first pickup?
It was Sterling Archer.
Okay.
He
All
was
right,
the
so
he was yeah he was a
Dragon
captain
Knight.
last team of I can't remember his team name off the top of my head, but
And did you play with? So you were not on the same team last season with him, but
no,
you
he was a captain of another team last season.
Okay, and you were captain last season also.
Sub-captain. I was basically sub-captain by choice after our captain didn't actually seem to be talking to the other captains and scheduling stuff.
Sure. All right, dude. We'll take over.
Pretty much. I'm like, it's Friday, and have you talked to the other captain yet? No. I guess I should schedule our times then. Okay, I will go do that.
All right, let's talk about your other three pickups.
Sure. MNO, like, I was basically like, after getting the experience, I want a good mid, and so MNO, like, it's hard because I don't have all my views right now are shifted to show who actually is still available, so don't have his information in front of me right now. But
Fast. Hold on. I'm gonna get kicked out of this room in a second, so I'm gonna jump. I'll come back around to you. Okay.
Big bad remorse.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'll be right back. Silite, what's up, bro?
Not much.
You sound discouraged.
I'm kind of. All my picks just got picked in that last round, so I'm just grasping at straws now.
So what's your strategy? You just gonna go for highest MRR and just go with it?
I'm going to, for my next two picks, I'm probably just going to draft. I can't say that out loud, or else people will take them.
Don't do that. I'll tell you what. Let me leave you alone so you can focus on doing any research that you need. Sound good?
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Genevieve Gacy, what's up, bro?
Not too much, man. How's it going?
Good. All right, let's talk about. You're now in 6th pick, right? This stuff is going fast now.
Yeah, dude, you threw me off my axle. We were having a wonderful time. Remorse broke in. What a dick. All I gotta say.
You know what?
We were having so much fun, and that guy just totally ruined it.
The guy, you have to respect him. The guy does a lot.
Oh, I respect him, but he comes in, he's like, "What's your pick?" I'm like, "Whoa, I'm up." That was my first response,
So what I'm gonna do is, by the way, if you stay on afterwards, we can talk about your whole 7-team lineup. If you want to stick around, I can kind of jump in there and we can talk about it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So let's talk. You have Grep V. I've played with that guy. Guy's great.
Yeah, see, that's sort of what I thought. I was like, I've played with that guy before. I'll pick him.
Yep. He actually has the most games out of your whole team right now.
Well, I mean, games played.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Who knows how many bot games that is, right?
Well, exactly. I mean, I've only been playing so long.
So, DeGenero says that he is semi-pro.
Shit, I picked that guy.
That's impressive.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I expect
I'm
nothing
all
less
for
of you.
Brazilian pride,
Yeah.
So that's why I picked him,
Okay, so let's talk about, somebody wants to know about your Grep V pick. So, the only reason why is because...
Is it Grep V?
Yeah.
I don't imagine anyone else wanting to know about that pick.
So who are you missing? Like, what out of your team, you currently have a 5-man lineup plus yourself, right? So who are you missing right now? Or do you think that your team is now solid, and now it's, I need an extra person for a carry, I need an extra person for support, just in case people don't show?
I mean, I'm just looking for the next Dendy.
Sure, of course. Who isn't?
Who is it? I don't want to give it away to everyone else drafting, so...
So is your pick 6 the next Dendy? That's the question.
Oh, of course. You saved the best Dendy for last.
All right. Okay, well, good luck in your picks.
Thank you very much.
As I said, stick around. We can chat about your whole team at the very end if you'd like. Mothballs, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man. I haven't been able to get down here because Remorse moves so fast through the lineup. I'm trying to jump around as I can.
I saw that. I was beginning to think you thought I was like
Mothballs.
bad to talk to.
I hate mothballs. Screw
Yeah,
that
that's
noise.
exactly what was going through my mind.
Okay, so you have 6 people. You have 1 left. Let's talk about your 6-man lineup right now. Everybody MR, all 3,000 to 4,000. Every single player that you have.
Yep.
Are you just going to call this like you've already won? Just call it now?
I'd like to think so. My only real goal for this season is to beat my team members from last season's team.
So are you one of the 4? Because I was talking to somebody earlier and they were saying that there's 4 teammates that all decided to be captains this season.
Yes, and the only one I really need to beat is Fiery.
Awesome. So I can't remember who it was, but I was telling the guy earlier, you guys should do a side bet. Like, you should have some bet that says, who's going to make it further? Let's all throw money in.
That's actually a really good idea.
You should do it. I'm telling
I
you.
petitioned the admin to try and get the division renamed to as for my last season's team. Instead of the Friday division, it would be the Pussy Wagon division.
Yeah, because clearly if you guys on Friday night are playing Dota, that's what you're going for.
Absolutely.
I love it. So you have 6 people now. You have yourself. One question I've been asking all the captains is, are you going to sit more as a coach role and let your players play? Or are you going to play with 4 other people?
That really depends on my team.
Okay,
to be completely honest, I am okay with taking the seat if I feel that if I feel like I'm getting outclassed, then absolutely I'll take the seat. But I'm probably going to be playing in like a 5th spot kind of thing. I've been doing the captain thing in shot calling for a little bit here, so I'm pretty confident at it, and I feel that I can do good for my team on the team, but we'll see what happens when I finally get everyone together.
So let's talk a little bit about Ankar and Craft D. Ankar was your first pickup in the pre-Anbakar, I guess is how you say it.
Yeah, Anboker.
So have you played with this guy before? Was he on your team before?
No,
Okay.
I looked at his Dota buff profile and I liked it, and I went with that.
So you didn't even play it in-house with him?
No.
Wow.
In-houses? Who does those?
I do.
Oh, my
This is my
bad.
first season though, right? So I got to make a name for myself somehow.
Okay, yeah, I didn't do in-houses last season either. I just kind of did.
You winged it. You're like, listen, I got a 5k MRR. Get me on your team, and we'll win. That's what'll happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. So Shadow Fiend, Lycan, Lone Druid, mid player carry.
Yeah, well, the thing I liked about him like most on his profile was like compared to the other carries that have like, if you looked at their like most played heroes, they're all kind of like thrown around, or they're not like one thing in particular. His said, "I'm a carry. This is what I do," and it made me feel a lot more confident having him in that spot than the other profiles.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I like Shadow Fiend carry. Who doesn't like Shadow Fiend carry? He's got a time and a place.
Sure. And let's talk about Crafty.
It's really you need a good. If you're gonna have a good carry, it's really good to have like that a solid support row, someone that could really get him there, because like in the end, it is your carry that really puts the game through.
But I mean, Crafty. The reason I'm asking this is because you had the first pick going in, right? Because everybody knew who they already had from the preliminary picks. This is the guy that of all the players left was your first choice. Why?
I don't know. I just looked at his shit. He said,
You're like Templar Assassin, 38 matches, 71% win rate. Sure, why not?
Perfect.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's about what happened.
All right. So mothballs, what I've been doing is I've been telling everybody when the whole thing is done. If you want to stick around, I'll jump in. We can talk about your whole 7-team lineup at the end. If you want to do that, great. If you want to play Dota, that's cool too.
All right, sure thing.
All right. Thanks, mothballs.
Have a good time.
You too, man. Towley, what's up?
What's
I don't know if he's
Nothing.
going up or down. So from Force, I'm like, I've lost how he's going, so now I'm kind of just jumping around. So let's talk about your pickups here. You're now on 6. You got 1 left. What type of role are you looking to fill for the 7th spot?
Right now I'm looking for a carry.
Okay, you want another carry.
Yeah.
Okay. So how does your team right now? You have 6 people. Jackie L2, Praise Helix, Sergio, Sylph, Steel, and Woot. Out of all these people, what do you have?
Meaning like
You have
who's
2 carries, 3 carries, 4 carries, 1 support. What do you have?
I believe I said I had 2 or 3 supports. I have two mid laners, including myself.
Mhm.
With this next one, I'm gonna have 2 carries, and I have 2 offlaners.
Okay. So
I'm just trying to even it out a little bit.
now, how many of these people have you played in houses with or know previously?
Sadly, with the majority of the in-houses I've been in, I've only met like a very few amount of Friday people. Saint EO being one of them.
Okay.
So right now, I've kind of been searching for these people.
So I think that goes to the same thing that was said in the Reddit thing, which is if you want to get known, play in houses because at least that way they'll know who the hell you are.
Yeah.
Okay. Any idea how often you're going to be practicing?
Not too certain about that yet. Gotta talk with my team first.
Okay. And any idea whenever you're going to reach out to these guys when your first practice is going to be? Tomorrow morning, you're just going to wake up and be like, 10 a.m., let's go.
Sadly, I got things to do around noon tomorrow.
I have to clean my house at 10 a.m. Leave me the hell alone, Brett.
but hopefully, if enough people are on, to try to do stuff right after this. Actually.
Okay, cool. So, Tally, I'm going to stick around. Anybody who's left at the very end when the whole draft is done, I'll jump in a room with them and we can talk about their 7 picks. I just want to make sure that we have ample time to talk about them. I can pull up all their Dota buffs and stuff. So, if you stick around, we can chat. If not, that's cool too.
All right.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Fiery Snake, what's up, man?
What's up?
Nothing. I haven't been in here yet.
I know I'm so lonely in here.
Well, mainly I'm scared of snakes, so I don't want to come in here.
It's okay, me too.
Okay, cool. Well, you're done. You have your whole
Yep.
7-man lineup.
Yep.
Let's talk. So, I can now break things down now that I have a little bit more time. So, who is your 5th pickup?
Light.
Light. Okay, have you played with him? Was he on your team previously?
No.
Okay, so why did you choose this guy?
He had a good win rate, and I needed a mid player. I think mid is very important.
So you just said he is mid. He has a 53% win rate. Let's go. He's good at Invoker.
Yeah, and I think Invoker's really good in this meta.
Sure.
It costs less.
If you can play Invoker or Pudge, great. But this guy only has a 38% win rate with Pudge mid. I don't know if he only plays Pudge mid, but I would assume so. But 38% win rate with Pudge, like that's not discouraging to you?
Well, I'm not gonna draft Pudge that much.
Okay.
unless I'm like, screw this.
So you're like, Light's not the next Indy, whatever.
Yeah, no.
Okay, alright. And who's your next pickup?
Fame.
Fame. Okay, so you already have a mid. What position do you play?
I play carry, so I didn't draft any carry roles. Wait. Oh crap, I drafted Annihilator.
So you have 1 carry, that's it, it's me.
Yeah, I think I accidentally drafted a carry, like Annihilator. Like, I saw his profile and there's like shit loads of... Like,
Okay,
I saw
so I haven't talked to
in
you
this.
yet. Let me ask you this question. I've asked a lot of captains. Are you going to play and then have 4 people play with you? Or are you going to take more of a coach role and have 5 people play?
I'm like, well, considering I'm like the like the only carry. I think I should. Like
Sure.
I'll try to like get like B in there, but maybe let's just see what happens.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, so Fame, Clockwork, also an Invoker, but he seems pretty spread out actually. He doesn't have like one person he's played a lot.
For the most part, I drafted like versatile players who can play any role because I talked to Light and he said he's not gonna like his schedule's a bit wimpy, like he has to go to work for like 17 hours a day, and he'll have free time later, but just like I just want versatile people, like
Sure.
people who can play supports, off lane, maybe the carry, but I'm gonna be playing that.
So you want people who are versatile is what you were looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Did any of these people that you drafted, did you play any in-houses with them?
I played with Fame and like people were like say, "Oh snap, it's Fame Dota" and all that. I think they were like joking a little bit, but why not?
Okay, so Fame got a lot of shit during the
Well,
in-houses?
Yeah. Maybe.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Maybe they were like joking around. Maybe they weren't like giving him a lot of shit, but they're just joking around with him a little.
Okay, so let's talk about T-Swift X.
I see I drafted T-Swift because I think he's a very good offlaner, and I see he plays a lot of Beastmaster, which like it's a hero that I'm really interested in. Like I can make fun of because like of my my interest in Beastmaster, like as
Well, this person
anybody.
does have a female profile. Maybe it's a girl. You keep saying him.
I have no idea. Like
I'm just saying, you know, if it is a girl, she may get offended.
I didn't check, so sorry.
I'm just giving you shit, man. Okay, cool. So, out of all the people here, you know, you have your first 4 pickups. Annihilator, Ezekiel 375, Fame. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not right. That's not the order. Light, Fame, Swift, and 0 FKS given, and yourself. Are you going to run that line and then have Meep, Annihilator, and Ezekiel kind of sitting in the back, or are you going to rotate people?
I'll try to rotate people like in and out, but I'm like hoping like I could keep. Like I kind of want to win because like Marvel said, he hates me and like I have to beat him.
Okay.
Did you know I actually played like we had like have the same memory also like last week we played like we somehow queued against each other and I owned his ass.
All right. Okay. Anything else that you want to say to the other captains listening or anything else? You're going to destroy him this season?
Good luck, have fun, except for you, Mothballs. I hate you.
Fiery Snake doesn't like mothballs. Were you on the team? Are you one of the 4 people?
I was fourth pick. Like I was with him fourth pick, and like I don't really hate him, but I just like make fun of him.
Okay, well we're gonna definitely talk to mothballs about that. All right, thanks, Fiery Snake. Thanks for your time. Sila, you there?
Yes,
All
I
right.
am here.
Oh man, Fiery Snake is talking trash.
Yeah, he does that.
He doesn't have problems with anyone other than mothballs. He's just like, mothballs, you're going down.
So I've heard.
Okay, so you got your 7 picks. Let's go in order here. Asylum. So we got Tango Wango. We talked about them. Game of Throws. Heard of that guy? Imtrix Board, Neon End, Audacity, Praxis, and Reclamations is a Lie. I have no idea what that's about. So let's talk about your team here.
Okay.
So start breaking it down. How did you choose these guys?
Well, I've been playing a lot of in-houses.
Good.
And,
Good man.
Well, I had a long list of people, but the last time you came in here, you kind of saw how well that went. Apparently, 30 people.
Time to figure out who you needed.
Yes. 30 people on a list is not enough for this league, apparently, because every pick on my list was taken by the time I got to the 6th pick. So I picked Game of Thrones because I've been playing a bunch of in-houses, and he has been doing really well in off lane, even though he said he's a carry.
Okay.
But you know what? They don't get to play what role they signed up for. I get
Sure.
to decide what role they get to sign.
Good man.
Or-
You're captain. You determine
Yes.
who's best.
Clearly.
Yeah. And if you don't like that, you're gonna sit on the bench.
It's a nice bench, though, at least. Anyway, other than him, I got extra because he was on my team last year, and
Extra is IMXTRA board.
yes,
Okay.
I'm extra board.
Ah, got it.
And I got him because he's a decent support player. I think we need to work on certain tri-lane situations, but other than that, I know for a fact he will show up for most of the games.
Okay.
Maybe. And to be honest, some of the picks were just I stole them from AEI.
Oh, he's not gonna like that.
Oh no, he wasn't.
Ooh.
I got some good rage.
So you must have been the guy that was talking trash to AOE. Because I went over there and I started talking to him. He's like, people are talking trash.
Maybe. That might have been me. I won't confirm anything though.
Okay, so I may have asked you this. I apologize if I did already. Are you gonna coach, or are you going to basically play yourself with 4 other players?
I'd like to rotate everyone I have on my team.
Okay.
I'd like everyone on my team to play, and if I can get someone else that can pick reliably, then I would have no qualms of benching myself, because having everyone play is more important than just like stomping people. Well,
So-
that is.
I totally disagree with you. Stomping people should be the only thing that's important. I'm just kidding. So the one question I have for you is Audacity, less than a 2000 MRR player, but he was your 5th pickup. Why?
Because, well, to be fair, this is the pick I picked solely on AI's recommendation.
Oh, okay. So you were actually talking to AEI saying, who should I draft? I don't know who I should pick.
Well, we had a talk yesterday. We went over who we were thinking of drafting, and I basically just stole a couple of his. Although he claims that Neon End was stolen from him, but in reality, I scouted that person out in houses.
But that was so. What you're saying is you were actually talking to the captain prior to drafting, who you're going to be against during the league. But you were saying, hey, let's talk about who we want and who's good, who we've in-housed with. So you actually shared information prior to the draft.
Yes.
Wow, that's like super cool.
Yeah, we don't hate each other.
But you will once the league starts.
Oh, it's only if he like. I suppose if he. Nah, I won't hate AI. There's nothing he could do that would make me hate him.
All right, so he can do no wrong in your eyes, is what you're saying.
Well, that's not true. He could play mid.
I was gonna say, did you play the 1v1?
No, I did not play the 1v1. I am not a mid player. Sadly. Do not feel like getting my face stomped in.
Hey, I'm not a mid player either, but I played it. I was like, all right, let's do this. I lost, of course, first round, so.
Yes, that would have been me as well.
Stomped. All right, cool, Sally. Well, thanks. Good luck. Any ideas on team names?
My team name last season was No Rush.
No
20.
Rush.
And in one of the in-houses, I mistagged went No Rush 40. And it's kind of an was a in-joke between our team. But now, I suppose, I'm thinking of calling the team Much Rush 40. And our logo last season was a turtle. And now I think I will draw a turtle with rockets on its back. I believe that is the best way to go about things.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Cool. I will be right back. I'm going to jump around. I have to actually piss, so I'll be right back. Okay, boys and girls, if you can hear me, this draft's been crazy. Went crazy fast. It's 43 after 9 o'clock here on the West Coast. So I'm gonna just go through, talk to these last couple of people who wants to talk about their lineup, and we're kind of go from there. So these may be a little bit longer than normal. Cool. All right, here we go. Let's talk to AEI first. Let me actually run down the list. I'm going to tell everybody I'm going to talk to them, jump back out, and then we'll go back around to AEI. AEI, you there? AEI, you there?
I am indeed here.
Okay, I'm going to jump around real quick, let everybody know that I'm coming to them, and I'll be right back around to you.
Alrighty.
Rainbow Party, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Did you want to talk about your whole 7-pick lineup?
Yeah, sure, we can go on a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna jump. I want to let everybody know, and I'll jump right back around and come right back around to you. Okay.
All right, sure.
Bast, you there?
I am, yes. I'll stick around for you.
Cool. I'm basically just letting everybody know I'm gonna jump through their 7-man lineup, and then I'm gonna come down to each person one by one. We can talk about it. Sound good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool. E4H6, you there?
Yeah.
You sound depressed. Everything okay?
You came into my channel and I'm depressed.
You just don't want me here?
I'm trying to draft right now.
Oh, you
what's
are?
up?
You aren't done drafting?
No, it's for a game. So.
Oh. Okay, I'll be right back. Mothballs, what's up?
Oh, hey, not too much.
E4H6 is playing your game, but I went to talk to him. He was very upset I was talking to him. Did you want to talk about your 7-man lineup?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm still trying to get a hold of them right now.
Okay, no problem. I'm basically jumping around. I just want to let everybody know what I was doing, so I'll be right back down to you, okay?
No worries.
All right. AEIOU, what's up, bro?
What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Let's talk about your picks. So, we got Bird Jesus. I played with that guy. Canada OPC 5. Sir Blair, Zag, and Zoompa. Zoompa's a support player. Know that guy. 5, actually, I played with on he was a fill-in for us because we needed we just needed a sub for one of our games, and he actually jumped in. But let's talk about your team, and let's talk about how you're going to run these guys. What are you thinking?
Alrighty, so this is what I've got planned out here right now.
Okay.
Zoompa and Zag are definitely going to be my core support guys here.
So they're going to play every single game, is what you're saying?
Oh no, that's not at all what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying they're going to be my cores. When we want to get that first win off real quick, this is who I'm going to use.
Okay.
I only drafted one mid player, and so I'm really hoping he's ready to commit some time because.
He better be.
If not, I'm fucked. But.
Yeah. Well, hey, you got pretty far in 1v1, so you can always take the mid lane.
That's exactly my thought. My thought process behind that was, too, Zag, I know from experience, can also play carry. So I plan on playing the carry this year. So I can throw him there and play mid myself if I have to and kind of work around. But I've seen 5 play mid, and he's a solid mid player. Definitely not somebody to be toyed with. So that's my guy there. As far as Bird Jesus goes, I played a couple games with him in off lane. He's a little raw. He looks like he could use some experience and some teaching. So definitely planning on doing that with him and trying to get him solid into the off lane, and then kind of rotating in another support or a carry. But I definitely want to get everybody in here. My last 2 picks, man, they were shots in the dark.
Okay.
OPC and Sir Blair, I know absolutely nothing about. The only thing I know about OPC is that he couldn't ever fucking load into a game, so that's a little depressing. But
so he's
I picked
playing
him
on a toaster.
Exactly. I picked him knowing that at least I saw him attempting to play an in-house.
Okay.
So I was like, 7th round, okay, why not?
Yeah, so the question here is 7th round, you have not a lot of people to pick. You have these names and maybe some MRR that they stated what they're going with. How did you kind of choose OPC over the other people?
Again, it was because I saw him try to load into an in-house. That shows me a little bit of commitment. My big thing here is I want people that want to play. I don't want to not be able to field the team. And I'm confident with the guys that I drafted that we'll definitely be able to field a team every week, and I don't expect any forfeits. So
you
I mean,
basically still agree with the Reddit post of how do I get picked up by a team, and the answer is play in houses.
absolutely.
Cool.
Not only do people learn how you play and see things, I mean, there's guys that I picked here, Zumpa. Zumpa, I played with a lot. He's a great, great support player. And then, I played a ton of in-houses with him. I don't think there was a single in-house where he played well at all. He looked like the worst fucking support you've ever seen in your life. But I know him, and I know how he can play. With that said, so I played a lot of it. I probably played close
Zupa
to.
actually didn't even list his MMR.
Yep, exactly.
Wow, that's crazy.
I played probably close to 60 or 70 in-houses, trying to get myself out there as well as getting a feel on these guys. So I'm confident with who I picked. The only people I haven't played with are Canadia and Sir Blair. Those were definitely shots in the dark.
So out of all of the people that you have, it looks like your preferred roles, you have no one who wanted to prefer the role of carry, even though every single person that you said, well, actually every person but 2 said that they were above average for their skill level at carry.
My thinking behind this is I play carry. I mean, that's what I play.
Right, that's
so
me. Don't worry about it.
I transitioned into mid earlier in the year when I had took a chance and a shot at going pro, and so I transitioned into a mid player because it turned out that I was a better mid player than I was as a carry. So I like mid; it's a lot of fun, but I know I'm definitely confident enough carry to be able to carry the team, and I know that I'll be there at all times. And then again with Zag, I trust Zag to draft, and I trust him to carry. So if I'm not there, I'm sure he'll pick up the slack for me.
So when are you going to start practicing? You start practicing tonight, tomorrow morning?
Probably beginning of next week. I need to get all these guys added, and I need to get some schedules going on. I got to go create a subreddit and all that kind of good stuff. I've got a hectic schedule, man. I work over 75 hours a week. I'm a car salesman. Gosh. Yeah, I'm a
You're
sales
a car
manager.
Salesman.
Yep, I'm a sales manager at a car dealership. So
Okay.
I work my ass off. So.
And any ideas for team names?
Oh, absolutely. I've already got my team name.
I got 50 of those.
I've got my team name and my tag set up, okay? So my tag is going to be http://. That's my tag there. And my team name is going to be Hardly Time to Practice.
So what you're saying is you're going to set up all of your people that you play against thinking that you don't practice at all.
Exactly.
Good
But
man.
I'm going to get so much fucking practice in, they're not going to know what's coming.
It's the psychological aspect. That's good.
It's the boom,
Yeah, metagame. So here's the general question I want to ask everybody. Did you see the proposed Asir Veneer, I think that's how you pronounce it, Asir Veneer in-game sounds?
I did.
And so would you play with those in-game?
Okay, now here's the thing. I would not play with those, okay? However, if it was real Asir Veneer, if I was in a game with him and recording that shit... Oh! That's the woman. Let me connect that FaceTime while I finish this. There's definitely... Hey, hold on. I'm interviewing. Hold on.
Listen, lady, I'm busy.
Okay, so if it was like recorded straight from the game,
Yep.
Okay, I could definitely go with it. But the things that he put up there, that's not Asir Veneer. That's him trying to put on a front there.
Ugh.
If I want the
You want the real deal.
Yes, I do. I want the are you fucking kidding me? You just gave up first blood? That's what I want for first blood. I don't want some shit that he says over there. I want the sir, you need to buy wards.
So what you're saying is you want Asir Veneer in PST-Friday.
Yes, please.
I love it.
Bring it on. I was sad enough that I did not get a chance to 1v1 him in the 1v1 challenge. I was definitely sad enough. I ran into Party Panda, and Party Panda is a better player than me.
You.
He did. He absolutely crushed me. But I definitely feel that if I would have had a chance against Asir before that, then Asir would have been knocked out way, way earlier in the game.
Cool. All right, man. Well, have fun. Good luck in the season, and talk to you later, friend.
Absolutely.
All right, mate. Bye. Bast, what's up?
Not much.
I only jumped to you because somebody said go to Bastille next.
I have a fan.
You clearly do. It's probably
Well-
yourself, but that's cool. I'm alright with that. So let's talk about your picks, man.
All right, I actually have all of them in front of me, so now I can be a bit
Now you
more
can
thorough.
actually talk. You're like, I'm not stressed out. Okay,
Well,
so Master
really, after you
Boyle-
left, I'm like, I better open a tab and just show my picks so I can do a better job of this.
You're like, this guy's way too many questions he's asked me. I don't know. Okay, so first pick up Sterling Archer. Obviously, you're a fan of Archer, and that's why you picked him.
Well, like I said, it's because he was a captain last year, and so I wanted to have a sub-captain who knows what they're doing, is familiar with the league, and basically I can trust to that if I need to, like if I'm not there, that I can trust that everything else will be taken care of.
Yeah, if you want to go mountain biking or whatever, he can deal with it for you.
Yeah, and yeah, so I would have,
mountain biking,
yeah,
whatever.
I would, yeah, carry first is not exactly the most optimal, but I wanted experience first more than anything else.
Okay, and let's talk about M&O next. He was clearly your first pick after your spreadsheet was submitted. Why did you choose him?
I wanted a good mid, and out of the people who were available, what he had put down, well, listening to Playstyle's Chinese wasn't exactly setting off any. Well, regardless, I'm looking at him like, decent stats. And then I look at his profile names, and there's a bunch of weeboosh in there. I'm like, this is a guy I can get along with.
So, talk a little bit about when you say decent stats. What are you looking at?
Generally, like MMR, decently well-rounded hero pool. Like they're not just picking one hero over and over again. Although MMO does play a lot of an Invoker, but Invoker's also in the meta, so it's not that bad. And compared to some of the people I played with, where they can play one hero really well, and if that hero gets banned, their level drops a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad.
Yep. Okay. And let's talk about. I want to go through every single one of your picks, actually, because I think that now we have time. You're not stressed about who you're going to choose next. And obviously, I mean, Dota's there, and you can play with these guys later. But let's talk about I Am Nobody. He has less than a 2K MRR, right? And he was your last pick. So why did you choose this guy?
Well, at the end, I'm like, okay, I have the most of the spots picked that I want to fill. Let's go for someone who, initially I'm like, who went with they want to do this to have fun. Well,
Sure.
crap, there's no one left for that. Okay, how about meeting new people? There's one person left, and he got picked before, so I'm like, well, that's not good. So then I moved on to what was it? Learning from more experienced players. And I just said, who among their comments says to me that they'll want to have fun, that they're willing to learn, and because obviously, like the people who are left over, they're not going to be obviously the most skilled players, but I want someone who wants to learn and wants to get better. Because even if they're not the most skilled, if at least they want to get better, then you know that they'll try, and that's the most important thing you can ask for in a player who might not be the most skilled, is that they'll learn and that they'll listen.
So this I Am Nobody, right? Majority of players have been Sniper, which is considered a noob-style hero, right? A lot of right-click. His KDA as Sniper is 159. That's crazy low as a Sniper. And his win rate's 44%. Why did you choose this guy over everyone that's in the pool? Now, and the other reason I'm asking this too, a lot of the other leagues have had many more captains that have left, so the pool that is left, they've had a larger pool to select from. This one, we've only had one captain who left, so you going into the 7th round, you have 12 people to pick from. So why did you choose this guy? Like, what is it specifically about him that you chose? Just because he's willing to learn?
Well, technically we did have more than 7 people left, because we had there's 83 people at the start,
Okay.
and 7 times. Oh no. Okay, disregard. I am bad. My math
It's
fails.
okay. Math is hard. So if my numbers are off, I trust you that you're better at math than I am.
Yeah, no, yeah, 12 times 7 would be 84, and there's 83 people, and in hindsight, that means you're actually missing a person.
Yeah, so you had, and I don't even know where you were at. You were pick 7s. You had 8 plus 4, I believe. So you had like 13 people to pick from, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it would have been around there. Well, despite the fact that most of his heroes are obviously, on his profile he listed that that he's focusing on playing support now, and if you, I mean.
I hope that I'm not just hearing you from even using this guy. Like, now that I've said it, I'm like, this guy's gonna be like, you're like, by the way, after talking with Brett, I've decided you suck, so I'm just gonna bench you. I hope that I didn't do that.
No, if that was the case, I mean, yeah, I mean, he says that he wants to play support, and most of the people I picked are people who are willing to teach, want to teach, are willing to help people get better. Like, I specifically avoided anyone who said that what they want in the league is to play seriously and is really aggressive, hardcore players, because those are the people who are going to rage the most, and that just makes it bad for everyone else.
Sure.
So let's see, what was his description again? Yeah, likes. Which one was him again? Yeah, that one. Okay. Yeah, it does kind of clash with him saying that he likes to play supports with strong teamfight skills. Then
yeah,
you
it's like,
look over at his playing list, and it's like
Rubik, and
sniper, sniper, bloodseeker.
I'm a support sniper, right?
Well,
I build mech.
Support Wraith King would have sounded really odd up until this patch, and it's a thing.
That's true. That is. All right, let's talk about Thredokor, because I know that he was on the list when I talked to you earlier, but we didn't have a lot of time to talk about him. Let's talk about that guy. Why did you choose him?
He was also a player from last year, and
so he was on your team last year.
No, he was on Team Pussywagon last year, which, oddly enough, 4 players from that team are captains this season.
Yeah, I've been talking about them, that we've been saying that there should be a side bet as to who's going to get further in the league.
So yeah, Thredokor was pretty pleased that he got picked by someone who would give him the chance to fight against his former allies.
Cool. So, good silencer player, it looks like 60% win rate, 2.07 KDA. Also a good Weaver player, but plays a lot of Rubik, but win rate's below 50%. Gyrocopter below 50%, Slark below 50%, Nyx below 50%. Why'd you choose this guy? Just because he played last season, or was there some other reason?
Well, playing last season, that's a good indicator of the fact that the player is dedicated and will stick around through the long term.
Yep.
Because obviously, if you were in last season and you signed up this season, it means that you weren't one of the people who flaked out and wasn't showing up to matches.
Okay.
But the other thing was that, like, I knew he was highly skilled because of his involvement in Team Pussywagon, and then I wanted a really strong support player who could also be there to make the calls make the calls to the team, because you generally want the support doing that because everyone else is occupied. Like, you can't have the mid worrying about what everyone else is doing when he needs to make sure that he's keeping an eye on the runes on the mid. The carry has to focus on farming. The off lane has to make sure that he's screwing with the other team. So having a nice strong support to be able to handle the role of leader within the game, that if he needs to, was important for me, and out of the people that I saw, Thrad stood out to me for that role.
Cool. Let's talk about half pastime. What about this guy?
Half pastime. He was an offlaner. For him, like, I was looking through offlaners, seeing like everyone else, basically who resonated for me based off of what they had written down and what they had for their heroes played. I wanted an offlaner, and
so basically,
good old nature's prophet. That was also the preferred hero of my captain last year, and the primary hero he was good at, and resulted in many a ban.
If you want an offlaner, his majority played by a long shot is Invoker.
Offlane Invoker is well, I wouldn't say legit, but
so what we're expecting from your team is running an offlane Invoker. Solo.
Offlane Invoker, mid Invoker, carry Invoker. We have lots of good Invoker players.
Good man. Good man. All right. I'm excited. How about team names? You got any ideas for team names, Bast?
I'll have to see what everyone's feeling, because I do have a wide range of players, and obviously it's not really a team name, it's just something that you think up yourself.
Sure. So out of all the people that you picked, how many of them actually did you play in-houses with? Out of the 7 people?
None of them, actually.
None. Interesting. Okay. Now,
Well, technically, I suppose I can count like Sterling Archer and Thradicor due to last season, but
Sure. You've played with them before, so you understand
Mhm,
how
yep.
they play. But in general, did you have a lot of time to play in the in-houses this season?
not really, no.
Okay. So I'd like to get everybody, just in case, like, people watch this and are like, well, why did you skip me? Because that seems to be a big thing, I guess. Let's talk about Master Boyle. Why did you choose him?
Master Boyle, is he? Yeah, he was another support. Okay. At that point, I was like, I'm working down my needs of what I want, and since he had included that he was good with a Visage, I'm like, well, I want another support, and always having someone who can play Visage is a good thing because Visage is a great hero. And so I'm just like, okay, support we need. He can play Visage.
572 plays with Ancient Apparition. That's insane. Did you see this?
Man, it's like every single time I look at their Dota buff, it contradicts everything I've said before.
That is crazy. That's like, I've seen a lot of people play a certain hero, but that is insane. 572 plays.
If you look at his matches, it's basically every second match is Ancient Apparition.
Oh, okay. When I'm watching your games, I expect Master Boyle to play Ancient Apparition, and you guys just stomp. I'm just letting you know what I'm expecting now when I watch your games.
That or a respect ban.
Like, 572. That's like a quarter of his games. He has like 1,500 plays. It's like a third of his games. That's insane. You're stumped. Bass is just completely quiet.
Yeah, I was hoping that if he said he was good with Visage, at least be in his most played heroes, but
I'm totally contradicting. You're like, I picked this guy because he said he was good at Visage, but he has like no plays in the Visage. Master Boyle's gonna be all mad at me now. He's gonna be like, dude, why did you talk trash?
I'm sure he's better than I am. Even though I win the games I play as Visage, I don't feel confident in it at all. So
Sure.
I'd rather someone who loses at Visage but feels confident rather than someone who wins by luck and then you don't feel confident at all.
Okay, let's talk about Drax Adrian.
I feel really bad. He didn't accept my friend request.
Oh my god! Even now, you're his captain, and he's like, no.
I know. I added everyone after the draft finished up, and he didn't accept my invitation.
Okay, so
Shame
why
on
did
him.
you pick this guy? What role were you looking to fill when you decided, okay, I'm going to take this guy?
At that point, I wanted a backup secondary mid. Overall, I'm looking at. I want to be able to have like 2 dedicated like groups of 5, and then be able to rotate people in and out from there. And so,
And he looks like a mid player. Invoker, Queen of Pain, both his top 2 players.
And then Morphling, one of the kings of fun.
Sure, of course. But he has a 43% win rate as Morphling, right? Like, if you're a good Morphling, I've seen the majority of great Morphling players 70%, 80% win rate. Moving that from strength into agility is a big deal, right?
Well, we can't expect everyone to be Owie or Envy.
Yeah, no, understood. But I mean, he also has Enigma, 32 plays. That's his top 5th, and that's a support player, 50% win rate. So that's good. But you can cycle him around, right? And he has an Earthshaker there and an Alchemist. So I mean, he should be a fairly versatile player. That's actually probably a good pickup.
Yeah. Once you get down to the end, like I said, you want versatility to make sure that you can just swap around because not everyone's going to be there, and so if someone's there, you want to be able to have a backup in their place.
Now let's talk a little bit about like what did you go in with this draft? Did you have a list of people, like 40 people that said, okay, here's my first through to my 40th, and as they get picked, I'm just going to line through them? Or did you just get down to the end and you're like, crap, I don't know any of these people. I'm just going to pick the first person that looks good, and Remorse is going to be here in 30 seconds?
Well, I had like about 10 people set aside for each of the various roles, and so I just like, as they'd go along, I'd look over who was left, and so okay, he's not there, then I'll go with him. Oddly enough, the people that I set aside for mids, they were still left over, so I'm like, yeah, that definitely works. Cause I had after the initial first round picks, I had MNO and DRTX as my preferred mids out of who was available, so it actually worked out for me in that regard.
Stuck around until the end, so that's good. So Bast, good luck to you this season. I hope everything's going to go well. I'm going to jump into the next thing. Anything you want to say to anyone listening?
Oh, let's just see. I just want to make sure that you actually did go over everyone. Master Boy went over. DRTX, yes. Half Past, yes. Nobody, yes. MMO,
And
yes.
I Am Nobody, we talked about a little bit earlier.
Yeah, that would be everyone. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess
Good
we
luck to
better
you
help
this
out
season,
before you do the terrible thing, which would be looking at my profile. Let's not do that.
Don't worry, I won't look at yours. Everything's okay. You're a captain. Like, you have to be good. That's a rule.
Yes. That is definitely the rule.
All right, man. Good luck this season.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
And take care.
Mothballs, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
Sorry it took so long. I was spending a lot of time with Bastion talking to him.
I've been wanting to go get myself a new drink, but I didn't want to leave because I didn't want to.
I'll tell you what. Go get a drink right now. I will wait for you. Go get a drink.
Okay. Actually, don't worry about it. I joined a game, so I'm gonna.
Do you want me to come back
I'm
to
like
you?
busy
Do you want me to come
supporting.
back
No,
around?
it's all good. No, it's all good. All right. What do you want to talk about? Right, my team.
All right, man. If you're okay playing a game while I talk to you, I mean, I can come
totally
back
got
around.
this. I'm so talented.
Man,
I
I'm
got
impressed.
this.
I am super impressed. All right. So, first pickup, right?
Yeah.
Let's go around here. So we had Ankbar, Crafty, which we talked about. Metalsturm, Officer Panda Bear. I played with that guy. How can you not remember that guy's name? Jarb01, Botch, and Sleepy. So out of those 5 that you have there, how many of those did you play in houses with? None?
Absolutely. Not even one.
Not even one. Okay, so you didn't play any in houses with them. Okay? So, third pickup, Metalsturm. Let's talk about him. Metalsturm. Metalsturm.
Yes.
Let's talk about that guy.
Because he seemed the best of the available solo mids that was still there.
That's what you needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
just as a reminder, so you had Ankbar and Crafty. What did they play? Crafty was support, if I remember.
Yes, Crafty was support and Ankbar was carry.
Okay. So you need a mid player, and you play what, Mothballs?
Support.
Okay, great. So you need a mid now, right? And this guy is the strongest mid that you could find.
Yes, my other choices got picked like in that round there, so I was looking at what was available, and there was a guy that played Invoker, and then another guy that played Invoker, and I mean, like, they just played Invoker, like, not like, yeah, like, it was just straight up, like, one guy had like 500 games as Invoker, and like, if you ban Invoker, what's he gonna do? That's just not what I wanted on the team.
Overqualified Invoker is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I felt like if all they can play is Invoker, that might not be the best thing to have on my team.
Sure. So am I
lack of variety.
Your last hits? Are you okay?
Oh no, I'm support. I just got to run around and make sure
like,
that
whatever,
I
I'm
don't die.
building a mech. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
First 12 minutes of this game don't even matter.
Not even a problem. We already killed the offlane axe. It's great.
Awesome.
It's great.
Awesome. I love
now he's
it.
trying to kill me.
So after this, like next or in Reddit, you should post, while I interviewed, I played support and we won the game. Here's the game ID.
Oh yeah. All
right, awesome. So this Metalstrum, the majority of his plays have been Nature's Prophet. Second is Lena. Third is Phantom Assassin, Warlock, and then Invoker. None of those players outside of Lena are really mid players. So
I
and
think
this
there's
is your pickup.
a storm spirit somewhere down the list.
If it is, this is not in the top 8. It may be somebody else.
Maybe I was looking at the wrong person.
Totally okay. That's fine. And you're playing a game, so you can't look at Dota buff at the same time. So.
Oh no, I'm running back to base.
Need to go heal. Be back.
Yeah, Axe is spamming his bloodlust on me, and I'm just like, I gotta get out of here.
God, Axe is OP. I swear. First 20 minutes of the game, Axe is OP.
Oh yeah.
All
right, Middlestrom.
You got here. So, I'm trying to pick your order. So you had Ampar, Craftsmill, Meadowstrom, who we currently have up, Officer Panda Bear. Let's talk about that guy. I've played with this guy. He seems to play a lot of in-houses.
Really? That's
Yeah.
good.
Did you play in-houses with this guy or no?
I've actually never played an in-house.
Oh, okay, whatever. Ignore. I don't know, Mothballs, if I'm a fan of yours anyway. By the way, Fiery Snake talks a lot of trash about you.
Oh, no doubt. No
Like,
doubt.
he was saying, like, out of any of the other 4 people, as long as I kill Mothballs, everything is cool. Mothballs, did we lose you?
Oh yeah, intense moment, diving tower. It's all good now.
It's cool, man. So
All right, yeah,
basically,
yeah.
you and Fiery Snake have like a side bet going. Like, you guys need to bet like $50 or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I just can't lose to that guy. I would hate my life.
Oh man, I'm excited. There's so much intensity for PST-Friday.
Oh yeah. This
All
is
right,
make
how
it or
about
break
team
it.
names? You got an idea for a team name yet?
All right, I'm planning on 2 pussy, 2 wagon, because my team last year was Team Pussy Wagon,
Yep,
and I want to kind of do like a Fast and the Furious 2 thing for my
Okay.
logo.
Paul Walker, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about
It's my
Officer
homage.
Panda Bear. He was your, I think, 4th pickup?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, 4th pickup. And Lone Druid, 150 plays. Pudge. So Lone Druid, I don't know, Lone Druid mostly off lane, I guess. Pudge mid, Phantom Lancer. But Lone
I'm a
Druid
big
by far and Pudge are his huge plays. Lone Druid 65% win rate. That's actually pretty
Yeah.
big.
I'm a real big sucker for Lone Druid.
Yeah, because if you can Lone Druid, that means you can micro, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it makes a lot more things available, and like I still think Lone Druid deserves a place in the meta, kind of like. Oh my god, Axe is coming at me.
Go ahead.
I think he deserves a spot in the meta. Like, is still I think he's still quite good. I mean, I tried to learn how to play him once, but I'm really bad at roots, and I'm a hopeless case. Like,
Hopefully, Officer Panda Bear fills that spot for you.
yeah.
Cool. All right. And Jarp01.
Yes.
So at this point, you have your 4 picks. So you already pretty much have your primary team, right? And
Yeah.
now you're picking up people who are kind of can fill in roles for people who aren't there. Give me 1 second, if you will, okay?
No worries. Take all the.
No, I'm casting for people that are in the Dota League. I am sweating. Talk a lot.
Well, yeah, you're kind of closed up. Are you going to be able to keep it down?
Well, I have to continue doing this.
Why don't you go to bed in our room, okay? I'm pretty tired of girl plateau. There's no sleeping. Alright, just get up and go get our bed. I'll give you a try.
Love ya.
I'll have to go over answers tomorrow.
Okay.
That homework because
Will do.
the answer to the joke does not make sense.
Okay. All right. I'll take a look at it tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, Jarb01.
All right, let's look at this guy.
I just totally remembered, by the way, that I did not mute my mic. I muted you, but everyone watching the stream is going to hear exactly what I just said to my wife and daughter. So whatever, it's cool.
Yeah, no big deal. No big deal.
So Jarb01, 425 plays with Sven.
Sven's awesome, man. He like
But
pumps
his
iron.
next player is Treant Protector at 125. So the guy has 2,000 plays, which is a lot of games. a fourth of those have been spin. This guy should change his name to I Play Spin.
Mm-hmm.
He looks very mean.
Yeah, I get that. Sven's... I didn't even realize.
It's cool.
I saw that he had a lot of experience, and it was something that I felt like I could roll with. That's kind of what, at the end of the draft, I kind of just look at more at experience and, like, basically games played versus win rate. So,
Sure.
like, even if... what is it? Even if they're not, like... You've already got your roles fulfilled, you want to be able to have people that are experienced enough that they might be able to swap roles, or you can just kind of put places. That was kind of what I was looking at with Jarp. I gotta find his little profile. No worries.
Cool. Yeah, I think actually Jarp is a pretty good pickup. Like, the majority of people that he plays seems to be above 50%. He seems to be pretty versatile. He plays a lot of spin. So, you know, going into this, I would expect anybody that you play, if you're playing Jarp, I would expect the spin ban.
I don't know if people actually, like, take into account those, like, Dota buff, like, when they're doing their picks and bans. Like, I don't know. I was, like, the worst captain ever last season. I didn't even, like, watch my other players' games or the other teams' games.
Season?
We made it to the playoffs.
Okay, well, there you go, right? I mean, what did you learn from last season that you're going into the season saying, I did that wrong last season?
I didn't really have, like, organized practice times. Like, we kind of just practiced whenever, which ended up becoming practicing, like, 1 or 2 games before the actual game, which I felt we could have done a lot better with. So I'm gonna, like, the winning team last year, they had, like, practice Tuesdays, so every Tuesday they would show up and all get together and they would spend that evening practicing, which is something I want to get going.
Okay, and when are you going to start practicing? You need to practice tomorrow night?
Probably sometime next week. I mean, it is the weekend. I do want to have a life.
It's Saturday. I need to go talk to girls.
Yeah.
All right, Mothballs. Well, hey, good luck this season. Pussy Wagon version 2. And good luck. Hopefully everything goes well for you.
All right. Thanks a lot. You too.
All right, man. Bye. Rainbow, what's up?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Are you playing a game, or are you standing by?
I'm on the epic quest of adding people to friends lists. So.
Okay, cool. So we have time to talk, is what you're saying.
Yeah, more or less.
All right. So I meant to ask you this before. So there's you, and there's also another Rainbow that's in the PST Sunday.
There's actually a really funny story with that guy.
Hey, I'm excited.
That would be Rainbow the Zookeeper.
That's right, Rainbow the Zookeeper.
So, a funny story actually from season 2. Or season 3. When I was doing this, I was he actually joined season 3, and if people probably, a lot of the people from PST or season 3 know me from that season because I was essentially like how Acer Vanier is in season 3,
you were
and
very, very aggressive.
Well, actually, CVAC called me very passionate.
Passionate, I love it. Yep.
Yeah, passionate. That was the word that was used. Anyway, so I actually know Rainbow because on season 3, I flamed the shit out of him in a game. Basically, that was our story, and yeah. I raged at him for almost like 4 in-house games.
So did he change his name to Rainbow the Zookeeper after that?
No, he joined the season as Rainbow the Zookeeper. Like, my name last season was Rainbow Party, and it was for 2 seasons, but I shortened it because it was just too much. Yeah, just too long, and more or less, I think he changed it because a lot of the people. I actually don't know why he changed it, but I think part of it was because a lot of the people in like the league knew me, and they knew that I was very, very vocal with my opinion on anything within the game. So more or less, they're people in season 2 who didn't like me, people in season 3 who didn't really appreciate me either. So that's just how it was.
You're an underrated player, is what you're saying, or underrated captain.
Well, no, not underrated. I mean, they just didn't appreciate my how I was treating them or talking to them. Like
So let's talk about Asir Veneer's in-game vocals. I guess I can't remember what the term is called.
Oh yeah,
For
raging.
sound pack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've heard that. So what do you think? Like, would you install that? Would you play with that?
No, because that's actually not how I choose to flame people. I don't make it personal. I actually flame based on what they're doing and saying that they're doing something completely wrong instead of just attacking a person like that, calling people bad.
You sound way too calm. Like, talking to you right now, you sound way too calm that you would not do that.
Well, no, I don't really just. I won't like yell at someone just because of something stupid. I will instead just say that they're doing something incredibly dumb, and I will tell them that what they're doing is wrong for so many different reasons instead of that, and that kind of gets turned into a flame, or it kind of escalates because people try to respond back, and I'm kind of thick-headed in the fact that I will fight with my argument, and that's just how I am. So like people like I don't think that me and Acer get along very well, like just as a player base. Just like I have no issues with them, just I know that we don't get along because we butt heads all the time because we're both arrogant in the fact that we think that we're right. So that's kind of that is, and that's with a lot of I get a lot of people in the league are like that with me. I just we butt heads, but I don't have any hard feelings, of course, for them.
Okay,
So it's a game.
Let's talk about your picks. Lean in y'all, first pick. Solo mid, I would assume. Invoker,
Yeah.
198 plays.
Well, I took mid because it's one of the most impactful roles, and it's one of the roles that I absolutely suck at. So,
okay, so you can't fill in.
I can fill in, but I don't want to fill in if I don't have to. Like, it's one of the roles that I don't play it very well because of how long I played other roles for. So I'm just not as good at doing like that role, basically.
Okay. Shrieking Knight, second pickup. Majority of plays Legion Commander, who you can't even choose right now in Captain's Draft. Captain's pick, excuse me.
That's probably because that hero is incredibly overpowered, and if you want to win,
awesome, though. Awesome.
it's incredibly stupid. I'm just gonna
I love Legion Commander.
I think Legion Commander is actually worse than Terrorblade in the fact that the Legion Commander heal is so broken.
It's crazy awesome. Why would you not play him or play her? I love the comment that Legion Commander is the most masculine player who doesn't have testicles.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably true.
Okay, so Shrieking Knight, Bounty Hunter, Pudge, which is a mid player, obviously, Life Stealer, carry. So we're gonna sit Shrieking Knight.
I think he said he wanted to. I think he originally was posted as an offlaner. He said he was aggressive. Like I said, the whole aggressive thing. I want an offlaner who was going to be aggressive. It's kind of like the whole like when your supports leave the gank.
It says perfectly aggressive. Yep.
Yeah, I would rather my offlaner, once they see the support's gone, to go in there and feed over just sitting back when the supports actually aren't there. Because about 70% of the time, even if the supports are not there, by going in and playing aggressively as a offlaner, it's gonna basically give the warning for everyone else that there's no one in this lane because now their carry is having a nightmare. So I want an offlaner who's going to, if he feeds a bit, that's fine. It's not the worst, but I would rather, if a lane's gonna die, I would rather it be my off lane over my mid or my bottom lane. So yeah, I picked him for offlaner. Offlane. I picked him for that. That's a role that I can play. So if he can't play it, I can play that. I can fill in just fine. And yeah, That's basically why I picked him. He was a high. I thought he was a fairly high tier offlane player that I had a choice to pick, so I picked him up second for that.